Welcome everybody to the review of the latest BYD 2026 Song Hybrid versus CHERY TIGGO 8 Hybrid. Let's go!
Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to the battle of the century. Today it's the new CHERY TIGGO 8 Hybrid 2026 going head to head against the BYD Champion 150 Hybrid. Let's start with the BYD. I was the first in my country, Uzbekistan, to review the BYD Champion 150 km Hybrid. Back then, this car was as highly desired as a good Sunday sleep or a breath of fresh mountain air. But that was 3 years ago, and in those 3 years, thanks to the restless Chinese engineers, everything has changed. Before we drive, I want to thank Allah for this opportunity. Today we have an incredible location, a full 0 to 100 kilometers drag race, great bonus footages, and stunning shots of our snowy mountains. Also a huge thanks to my subscribers for following, sharing, commenting, and donating and supporting the channel. The BYD design is sleek. It reminds me of Chinese copy-paste of a Porsche. Personally, I love the front of the car because the hybrid version has the chrome lines. The EV version is ugly. It looks like a Neo from the Matrix when he was being interrogated by the agents. Today, black BYD Champion is the gold standard of Uzbek flex, and the car is very popular in the Central Asia. The rear design has nothing in common with the front, but it's still handsome and easy on my eye. The new CHERY TIGGO 8 Hybrid already appeared on my channel when it launched in Malaysia 5-6 months ago, and I loved the design back then. I have been waiting for its official release in Uzbekistan, and I love that it has angry headlights and good aerodynamics. They even include functional side air vents in the bumpers for cooling. The rear design follows the same logic as the front design. Everything is consistent and stylish. CHERY looks much more massive than BYD. On the road, you can feel that the size of the car is really big, and it clearly belongs to the different class. Now, my dear subscribers and 4% of you who are my lady followers, you might ask, why review two cars in different size, different segment? Well, because the price is exactly the same on those two cars in Uzbekistan, and that's where the battle begins. Let's start from the practical stuff. Let's look at the warranty. BYD Champion has a massive warranty of 6 years and 150,000 kilometers. CHERY TIGGO 8 has even bigger warranty, 8 years or 200,000 kilometers. Both cars have the same wheelbase, both of them are front-wheel drive and have 60 liters fuel tank. Even the wheel size are identical, though CHERY gives you few options that you can choose from, BYD doesn't. Under the hood, the drum is heating up just like US politics. CHERY TIGGO 8 has 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, generates 143 brake horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. With 18.3 kilowatt battery, the peak output is 347 brake horsepower and over 525 Newton meters of torque on the front wheels. 0 to 100 kilometers will happen in 8.2 seconds, but if you get lucky start, you will catch some grip on those wheels. Some have clocked 0 to 100 time in 7-second range. I love that the engine cover plastic has cooling vents, and you can see that aero is actually helping cool the car and manage a little bit the heat. BYD Champion has 1.5 liter 4-cylinder naturally aspirated engine, 110 brake horsepower, 135 Newton meters of torque, plus with the 26.6 kilowatt battery, combined output is 307 brake horsepower and 460 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 will happen in 8.3 seconds. Because it lacks that insane torque, it doesn't matter how you start, it will not go faster, but it will consistently hit 8.3 second mark. Today, Chinese manufacturer numbers are not very trustworthy. You feel like a hedgehog in the fog, so we raised them.
Давайте. все.
Раз, два, три.
In some standing starts, BYD won because the Cherry struggled with the traction or the driver just missed the launch, but in the rolling race from 40 kilometers to 100 kilometers, Cherry smoked BYD every single time. That turbocharge makes itself known. Even if the Cherry driver mess ups the start, the turbo eventually will keep up with the performance and Cherry will take over BYD. Fuel consumption, surprisingly, not bad. It was about the same. We pushed both cars very hard in the city and in the mountains. We drove it like we stole it, and the peak consumption was about 9 to 10 liters. Average was 6 to 7 liters per 100 kilometers with the full battery. BYD has beautiful cognac interior with the famous rotating screen that can do backflips, juggles, and the size of it is 15.6 inches, same as Cherry. You get 2 wireless chargers and voice control in Russian and Uzbek. However, this interior design is 7 years old. For China, 7 years is like 100 years for the Lada Russian manufacturer. Seats are soft and comfortable, no rear seat heating unfortunately, and compared to the Cherry, the cabin feels a bit cramped. We have Infinity system with 10 speakers and basically that's it. In Cherry, everything feels fresh. The materials are different from anything else on the market. You get a head-up display for your passenger, and for your front passenger, likely it will be your wife or beloved mother, there is a massage seat with the leg rest plus ventilation and heating. Of course, only the Cherry has the rear seat heating, the BYD doesn't. I didn't get the logic in putting the massage seats only in the front passenger seat because no other seats have it, but then it hit me. Why give the passenger the massage seat and not the driver? Because the 90% of accidents caused by angry passengers. That passenger in the front probably will be a woman that you love, the most important woman in your life. It will be either your mother or your beloved wife. And if they are relaxed and happy, your life on the road is peaceful and safe. If you know what I mean, please comment understood. Interior is massive. The middle row slides back and forth, so 5 people can easily adjust themselves in the comfort. If you fold the seats, you can sleep comfortably. BYD generally reliable except for the shock absorbers. People keep asking me what to do with the shock absorbers, and I have no idea. Some are on their second set under the warranty because they just keep knocking and leaking the liquid. If the dealership tries to brush you off and refuse the service, you must demand to speak to the director or the general director of the BYD brands. Don't give up your rights on the nice maintenance. Basically, every BYD song champion in Uzbekistan has this problem with the shock absorbers, and all of them were serviced nicely by the dealer. They changed it, but now there are rumors that they don't do it with such open hands as they used to. Cherry, it's a new car. There is no data on the weak spots. If you own a new Tiggo 8 hybrid, please let me know in the comments what's wrong with the car. We tested these cars in the mountains with very low battery level, and we charged it in the city, in the mountains, but when you drive it aggressively, first thing that dies is the battery. Dead batteries, you feel the difference with the Cherry immediately. The turbo supports you when the battery is low, and you enjoy it. My cold-hearted advice is always take a test drive, and remember, buy the car that you like and buy the car with cash and not credit or car loan. Now let's go to the drive.
Today driving BYD is not the same as it was 5-6 years ago when this car just came out. When this car just came out, it blew everybody. It was one of the best-selling cars. BYD really, they destroyed everybody in the market with their EV and then the hybrid car, and I like them. I reviewed the car. It was amazing. I was in love with the vehicle. Not in love, but I respected the car. Today you can feel that they are losing ground. If you look at the speedometer, it already feels very, very old. It's not as sharp as in Cherry or in other EV cars, and that's a little bit disappointing because they had 6 years to remake the speedometer, and instead they just put a huge screen. The BYD Champion Edition, this one, the facelift version, has some better features. It looks better in the interior, but in general, it's not so different from what was 6 years available to us. Today, sitting in this interior, yes, the quality is amazing. This car is we rented the car, and nevertheless, it's something that you're amazed because the quality is still good. There's no holes. The wear is nice. It's not horrible. But the speedometer is very old. You can feel it, and that's a little bit disappointing. Driving the car is not bad. It's a little bit softer than the Cherry because the Cherry is higher, and the seating position that's like proper SUV. This one, I don't think so. Also, what else? The dynamics are dynamics today little bit disappointing. Why? Because the Cherry has the turbocharger. This one doesn't. So when you drive it, let's say 40 kilometers, so from 40 full throttle right now, EV power kicks in. This is full throttle only now. The engine kicked in, and it's supporting the power, and you can feel that gap because the naturally aspirated 1.5 liter generator is not generating enough power for it to be sharper when you drive it, not from the standstill when you accelerate, but when you're accelerating from the rollover race. Then you feel the significant difference between the Cherry and this car. Cherry has the turbocharger, this doesn't, and frankly speaking, I'm disappointed that BYD didn't put a turbocharger in their new 1.5 liter improved generators. I don't know why they didn't do it, but that's very strange. Comparing to Seal 6, this one is much better. It's billion times better than Seal 6. Seal 6 really very slow, not sharp car, and the battery there just sleeps, and that's a little bit, and that's not what I was expecting. And if you want to see the review of the Seal 6 versus Cherry, it's in the link. When you drive it, this car feels a little bit softer in the corners, and it is a little bit softer in the potholes. The Cherry is a little bit harder, but here in the long turns, in the mountain roads, this one feels more poised, more direct. In the traffic, because it's a little bit soft, when you do the fast maneuvers, the Cherry feels more stable. And the weight difference is 50 kilograms, and that's 50 kilograms. Cherry is a little bit heavier for 50 kilograms, and that's something that like not a big difference in the weight, and that feels lighter, but in reality only 50 kilograms heavier. The fuel consumption in the BYD is horrible. It's horrible. We're driving aggressively, and it eats fuel non-stop. Plus, the battery consumption on both cars is really bad. Like we charged it, and in like 2-3 hours, that's it. It dropped. It dropped. But we were driving it not in EV mode. We were driving it in the HEV mode, with the engine and everything. Both of them, I didn't expect that both of them will drive so fast. But we were driving it very, very aggressively all the time. So that's expected. Well, not expected. I was hoping that it would be much more efficient, but it wasn't, unfortunately. I like the BYD car. It's good car. It's not bad. It's engine and electronics. Everything is pretty reliable. The only thing in Uzbekistan, all the champions, they have problems with the shock absorbers. New cars, 1,000 kilometers, 500 kilometers on their odometer, that's it. The shock absorber is gone. They start to knock, and nobody knows why. Chinese official BYD distribution says that it's not official claim. It's just rumor that I heard from some of the workers. They say it's the air quality. Because of the air, the shock absorbers are bad. Air in Uzbekistan, and that's ridiculous. I don't have idea how it's related, but somehow it is. If somebody knows why, write it in the comments. I'm really waiting for that explanation. And as I heard people change 3-4 times in Uzbekistan shock absorbers, but it's on the warranty. Nobody's lying to no one, so that's already a good thing. That's already a good thing. It's fun car. It's a fun car. It's interesting to drive, and it's not a boring vehicle. But again, the dynamics from the turbocharger, it's a little bit disappointing. It is. Now we will test drive Chery, and we will show you the performance and the handling. Let's go. Chery Tiggo 8 Hybrid driving. First of all, you feel that this car has better interior, more modern interior. Immediately, everything is much more nicer for your eyes, and the size is huge here. I think they took something from Volvo, the same philosophy from Volvo. I've worked in Volvo. I'm very familiar with the Volvo philosophy, and you can feel this here. The beige color, the design of everything, and the lines here, you just feel like you drive a Volvo. That's strange. When you put this car in the sport mode, it waits for you to jump. It waits for you to drive it aggressively. Unlike BYD, this one has the turbocharger, I said before, and the turbocharger makes huge difference in everything. When you drive from the standstill, if you will have good traction, then you will have good numbers you can show from 0 to 100 kilometers. If you don't have good traction, this car loves to spill the wheels. Power delivery is just insane here. There is no distribution, it just gives you everything. Unlike BYD has better distribution, I think. Here, more torque, more power, and it's just throws at you. If you have the good grip, then you will be faster than BYD. If you don't, then maybe you will lose, because we tried it a few times, and BYD was a little bit faster without the grip, but with the grip this was much faster. But this one wins in the rolling race all the time, in any mode, in eco mode, in normal mode, in I don't care mode. This car wins BYD in the rolling race, and in the city it will be faster, much faster, because of the turbocharger. We put it in the sport mode, the engine is running constantly running and giving the juice. When you floor it, then the engine revs up and you have more power, and you can feel that. The power gap between Chery and the BYD is significant, and you can feel it's noticeable. You cannot ignore that. Yes, both of them have EV power first 40 kilometers, and then the engine kicks in, but you can feel the juices. This one, the BYD, doesn't give you so much juices as the as the Tiggo 8. Tiggo 8 is more aggressive because of the turbocharger. Now I will demonstrate it. So we are going about 40 right now. I will stop. Port mode now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and go. Wheel spin comes. Engine is on. Now it's revving up. So difference between the engine is it's on, but then it revs up when after 100 kilometers really aggressively. It gives all the charges, all the electricity to the front wheel. Now let's do a 40 kilometers race. What I like about this vehicle, when you slow down, the engine is still running and still giving the battery all the aggressive electricity that you need or don't need. Okay, 30 kilometers right now, and just let me catch some straight road. Now the engine is running, it's ready, it's waiting, and go full throttle. Oh. This time the engine didn't kick in, but the battery is aggressive. When it loses, the engine starts. Engine, I don't know how it works, what the RPM or the speed is, but engine kicks in when you need it, and it's waiting on standby all the time. No engine sound again. Battery only. Or we don't feel it. Oh, the handling is amazing in this car. The cornering is just good. 7-seater is nice. It's you can feel it. The brakes are good. Acceleration is good. It's not bad. It's not bad. Chinese right now are dominating. They're dominating with the prices, with the performances. Now the engine kicked in. Now it's charging the car. Now it's charging the car because the battery is dying slowly. This is the sound of the engine. You can feel it. The only thing that I truly hate here is the indicator noise. And you can make it lower only in the official dealerships. That's it, nowhere else. Only in the dealership they can plug in some kind of program and then make it quieter. In the menu by yourself, it's very annoying. It's really hard. Right is a little bit hard because the SUV is big and the wheels are huge also. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what do you think about my review, and thank you for sharing my video, for commenting, for subscribing and liking the video and disliking. Yeah, that's also, I'm grateful for that. Also, please let me know in the comments what do you think about the review, which car is better, which car you prefer, and which car you want me to test. Take care and bye bye.